Okay, first of all, this sharing is purely for technical analysis and learning purpose. It's not a buy and sell call. And yesterday, I do share about this solid tickle Berhad, and during there's end of the section of this yesterday, I do anticipating there's a gap out going to happen. Okay, there's a couple of people asking me why and how you spotted that, and that's based on a couple of criteria and observation. Okay, and you're looking at the solitical, right? We do see that support been tested twice again and rejected break, and same goes to this we call the resistance. Okay, and persistent 1 and 2. Okay, this is the indication of like kind of like sideways. Okay, and as well, there is three main indicator which is I looking at. In fact, I do share yesterday. Okay, and first indication is like we do see the RSI. RSI is heading up to very give early signal, right, of stock is been accumulating around this region, and followed by the MACD and also stochastic cross. And these three indicator is widely used by many technical folks, and when these three align, right, or whether you like it, and many people is kind of like um, interesting to have and own some stock and looking at support found and can when there is attention being put in place, typical case of people will go to buy during the opening. Okay, it's true enough, right? And it's a gap up. It's quite uh, big gap here, right? Which is a five almost 5 bip, right? 2.5 cent, and together we'll come up with a volume, right? It's a to me it's kind of a very bullish implication. And I did share yesterday, right? Or typical case, right? This is a resistant area, right? Whether you like it or not. And anticipating we test 80 cent, okay. And if the case example, either is will reject down, come back to here, or it's going up, right? To test the resistance here, we got to be monitor it and see how the overall market sentiment, and from there the market maker or either the trader will making the next decision, right? How we going to position ourselves? Okay. Uh, there's a follow through on this theoretical. If you have any question, always can ask me. I don't hesitate to WhatsApp me or direct me. I can willing to give my best to I mean to do the sharing. Okay, let's move on to the next one, which is like MMSV. Right, MMSV or is another good stock which I spotted. And why it's pulling my attention is because I do have a kind of a screening tool, right, to screen out those low risk, high return kind of like stock, right? You're giving me attention to have some. Okay, as usual, when I look at the TA, I would like to look at a bigger picture, which is from 3 years, or even 2 years at least, right? Looking at this MMSV is like going to be keep forming the lower low and lower low until recently last year September, right? This stock going to be like feel to make a lower low of after this sell down, right? 60 cent, and in fact that giving us the how you call the opportunity to look into this, right? You look at this, right? Okay, there is a break breakout from the how you call the downtrend trend line and form the rising wedge, and then it's cool enough it's break above this level. Typical case, after it's move up from this level, and you can see very clearly the distribution is kicking in. Then after that, sell down, come back to this level. Okay, and when come to this level, oh, I do see is a accumulation stage, right? It's pretty close like what we see on solid, right? I do say on yesterday you can go back, or we can go back to the the video clip I share. Okay, now there's a accumulation kind of a signal show on RSI. Okay, and going to fix this four candle. Look at here, four candle have a star here, right? It's kind of like showing the good support. And today is break above like 72, right? 72, 572. This region, right? Is a very uh, strong signal. That's buying interest came in and to breach the resistance. Okay. Um, Typical case, right? When market sentiment good, right? I anticipating uh, there's going to be a follow through, and the next resistance, right? We're talking about next resistance, right? Looking here I draw here, right? Right, looking here, this is the resistance, right? And typical case come to test here is about 80 cent, about 10% margin. If either you go all the way up back to here, or we rebound back here, okay? And acquire, I did skew in some here, okay? I did bought at pretty low, right? And I skew in here, I leverage up. I seldom hardly to do average, I do leverage up. And because I'm distributing, this likely going to be test 80 cent, okay? And talking about the stop loss, right? It depends on your whether you're investor or trader. I don't have a very clear and direct question to answer here because I don't know your personal characteristic and who you are. No, you have to plan out the, the stop loss and TP yourself. No, giving the facts I share the high call the resistance and support here. Okay. Next, move on to what is the next agenda. Let me check. Okay. Yeah, look at the Eagle West, right? Also follow up on last night. There is a question. Okay, Eagle West. Um, that last night there's a question been raised. So how I'm looking at the Eagle West. In fact, as I respond because of this too high volume is traded here, which is showing there's a yesterday say it's an early signal kind of reversal up, reversal down, and it's true enough, right? In fact, it pretty heavy to slam down. Killing the facts is like this big candle is carrying the good meanings of like breaking out from this um resistance, breaking down. But the volume is traded too high here. It sound like to me it's a distribution. The people is selling off us or getting out from this position, and true enough, it come back to test at this level. Okay, and when I do buy-ins today, or at closing during closing 86 because looking at this area, right, this break because I think there's a couple of not really a very clear support. That's why I don't do anything. In fact, I say it should be go down to here to test a support. In fact, it breached my support yesterday I did, but I do not do anything. Again, facts here is a previous high, and it breached and come back to test, right? And I would say it's very good for me to do the rebound test, rebound trading. You're looking at, let's say, looking at the 11 wave perspective, right? This is kind of the wave one, and this is kind of like wave two, and so on. It's quite complicated in 11 wave, but when I looking at this 11 wave perspective, I I think it is a let me make it smaller then everyone can see. You see, looking at here, right? This is a wave one, or either originally looking at is a one. Looking here is one, right? This two, and this is 3 and this is 4 and typical case this is a 5, right? Okay, this is a 5, but the collection here is long enough and it's too long enough. Typically, I think, to me personally, I think it's kind of like void my criteria. Instead of, I would say it become like, oh, A, B, and C, you know. This we call is a complex collection wave. You know, this is A and B and C. This is an n small A, B, and C. Right? This is one A, B, and C. You know, this is like internally another wave count. You know? You don't not really need to remember all, but it's just for your learning. You know? And we can learn along the way as long as we work high call follow my channel, then I try my best to explain. Okay, back to I enter into this. Okay, this is the support area, right? We do see there's a very much of rejection. There's a lot of rejection, in fact, and come back to this region. This is a support zone. I do spot in x60. Okay, and in fact, this is a support zone I'm looking at. I would say at any one time, right, when come back to here is opportunity to do the trading rebound. Okay, and stop loss. If you have any question about stop loss, just PM me, then I will direct tell you where's the stop loss, because this video will go to um um how you call, if we go to the operator is not good enough, right? Because of the stop loss is being known. Okay, this is a fact, right? Okay, okay. Let's move on to what? To the last agenda. Now is about 50 minutes to go. I did go through MMSV one. I do go through the okay. MMSV equal west logical question and answer. Okay. If you have any question, you just let me know. Right. So in fact, there is a chat beside, I mean, below the chat, this panel, right? You guys can ask any question. Ask any question you like. You know, is we are friends here, right? So you know, if no, I will end this meeting within 3 minutes. It's, let's say, or 1 or 2 minutes. Let's say no, there's no question. You can ask whatever question you like. You know, any stock you keen to know more. Okay, you just let me know. It's a very nice breakout. Okay. Don't hesitate. Right? You have any question? No, you just ping me. You know, from here. Any question? Okay, sound like everyone is very hesitating. Okay, and